Sounds like you want to start fixing your life. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking now, would we? Well, I've got 3 ways, 3 steps that are going to help you start fixing your life in 2021, starting today and moving forward, so that not only is 2021 an awesome and amazing year for you, but every year after and the rest of your life. If you don't know me already, I'm Clark, also known as the Fearless Authentic Life Advice Guy, because I have tools and tips that I believe will help you live a fearless, authentic life, which just means having a life that is true to who you want to be and a life that is true to the one that you are meant to have. I've also got some free content, some free downloads, so watch everything, stick around until the end so you don't miss out. But before we get to the free content, let's just get right into the tips, because I know that your time is precious. And my number 1 tip is to figure out how to make money online, how to start your own business, something like that. I don't know about you guys, but I got laid off last year because of COVID from a 9-to-5 job that I thought provided me job security, and quickly it was gone, and all the security that came with it. And it really forced me to start thinking outside the box about how I was going to make ends meet, how I was going to provide for my son and I. Because I made a vow never to go back to a 9-to-5 corporate job, and I'm sure that you probably know what that feels like. Leave a comment, say yes in the comments if you do. But I was tired of people telling me what to do, when to do it, where to do it, and ultimately how much I was gonna get paid for doing it. And so I started researching ways to make money online. And during my research, I came across a free download, an ebook. And it's actually one of the free downloads I have for you, because I found it to be really insightful and really powerful. And honestly, it's changed my life. And it's this one right here, The Millionaire Shortcut by Jeff Lerner. His story is really interesting. It spoke to me a lot as a former musician. He's a former musician. He was broke at one point. I was broke at one point. But it's more about the fact that inside all of us, we have an entrepreneurial spirit. We all do have the ability to be our own bosses, to not have to rely on a company or other people telling us what to do, how to do it, where to do it, when to do it, and ultimately how much we're gonna get for it. With this kind of stuff, learning how to make money online, learning how to be your own boss, becoming an entrepreneur, ultimately you get to decide your value. You get to get paid based on your results. So again, if you want to start fixing your life in 2021, this is tip number 1. Download this book. The link is in the description below. And I promise you, if you read it, it's very, very concise, and it's really kind of eye-opening in terms of what you can do right here, right now, to fix your life this year and moving forward. Link is in the description. Check it out and enjoy. All right, now tip number 2 to start fixing your life this year, and honestly, every single year hereafter, start exercising. Now look, if you already exercise, if you're already an athlete, you are doing an amazing job fixing your life and continuing to live that healthy life that you're meant to have. But you know what, we can all challenge ourselves to do something more. Maybe, what about doing a competition? What about giving yourself a deadline or a goal to work towards? If you need to start exercising, then hey, how about you get up an hour early every day and you go for a nice walk? YouTube has tons of workout videos. Find a channel that speaks to you in terms of your level of physical fitness and start doing something. In my world, I like to think of doing something is better than doing nothing. And exercise is so good for the body, obviously, but it's so good for the mind, it's so good for the spirit, it's so good for every aspect that we all need to work on to have the most amazing life possible, the most amazing life that we deserve. So get out and do something. So I'm curious to know where you're at in the world of exercise and fitness. What do you want to achieve this year that you could start changing a little bit today? Or what do you want to do this year that would give you motivation to start implementing morning walks or evening walks or joining a gym? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you want to fix this year in terms of your body, I guess. That way maybe I can even make some content that will help you with that. All right, so leave the comment below and be sure to let me know. All right, and finally, tip number 3. I came across a book, and that's why this is my tip number 3 for fixing your life in 2021. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Now look, yes, this is about mastering the inner game of wealth. That's literally the subtitle right there. And it's about changing our mentality around money. A big part of this book, a thing that I took away from this, is this concept of be, do, have. So if I want to be a millionaire, I first have to understand what millionaires do. I have to understand their mentality, and I have to change that in my mind. And then I have to start doing the things that they do, even if it's managing $1,000 every month compared to managing $1 million. I have to get in the mental game of handling my business even in a smaller scale. I mean, we can't put the cart before the horse. I can't just want $1 million and expect, I know what I'm gonna do with it. So be to have, it's a great concept from the book. And that's why tip number 3 is to read this book. It's really gonna change your life, all right? And the link is in the description below. And I appreciate you guys sticking around through the entire video. And as I promised, free content. If you stuck around now, you already got one free download. Again, it's the ebook from Jeff Lerner, the Millionaire Shortcut. Now, I've also got a free digital download I'd like to email to you, which is a guide to getting anything you want. This is about the law of attraction. In the description below is a link to sign up for my email list. And if you're willing to give me your email, I would love to be able to email you the digital download that I created for you guys so you can learn about the power of the law of attraction and how it can ultimately help you get anything that you want. But before you go and before you click on those links, remember, please like this video, smash that like button, share this video with friends, please subscribe. I'd love for you to join my channel. And when you subscribe, hit the notification bell. The process looks like that. That way you're the first to know when I publish videos every week. And until I see you again, I hope you check out that playlist over there, or maybe that video right down there. And remember what I always say, be authentic, be fearless, be you, and everything else will fall into place. Thanks for your time, my friends. Look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.